Okay, everyone, good morning. This seems like a great morning to do a little walkthrough. Um, it is Sunday, October 4th. Yes, Sunday, October 4th. And it is cool. I have yet to turn on my heat in my house. So welcome to making fire cider with Jess. And I I started making fire cider at the beginning of the pandemic. I had received it before and had um, drank it before, but had never made it on my own. And I had all the stuff at the time. So it has been in my fridge. It lasts a long time. I've actually done lacto fermented fire cider. Thank you, Beth, for the instruments for that. So I'm not going to get into that. So this is a little bit longer. This takes about 3 to 6 weeks. And so you will see lots of different things. And that's why I like fire cider, because you can add what you have. And so I'm going to make a bit of a different batch. I'm going to make this batch for me. And I don't do a lot of onion or garlic. I may put a clove in, I may not, I don't know, but you will want, if you're making a traditional fire cider, you will want a bunch of onion and garlic. Here's the onion and garlic. I chose a red onion because I love the color, and but you can do whatever you want. So I'm gonna post a recipe that I've used that will give you more numbers. I usually just go off of feeling and what I want. So this is the big one for me. This is root I dug up a couple weeks ago, and it stores well in a baggie or in some sort of tight sealed container. I have cleaned it a bit. I'll clean it again, and then I will peel it. So this is horseradish. This comes from my yard. You can buy it at the store. However, I didn't see any where I was the other day. I also could share some if you have trouble finding it. You could also use, prepared horseradish, prepared garlic. I know it's not the same, but if you have these things on hand and they need to be used, use them up. So you will want to peel and dice. I chop. I'll show you the final product of the other days. So you will want to dice, thin to get the potency going. You'll want your peeler. This is the other big one for me. I use a lot of ginger. You'll want to peel the ginger and same, cut and dice. And when I was making it in the early spring and summer, it was hard to find ginger. I stock up on ginger. Now it's not so hard to find right now. Ginger is so yummy and potent. I actually have some ginger steaming on the stove. It's not going now. It was yesterday. So I'll drink this throughout the day. So I love ginger. It's just so warming. And you'll want to add your garlic and your onion or not. And then the peppers. So I use whole peppercorns. I just dump a whole bunch in. I'm going to add these to mine. These are from my sweetie's garden. Some chilies. I have dried chilies. I did that yesterday in the batch I'll show you. You'll want your vinegar with Mother. So I choose an organic. If Bragg's is available, I'll do that. But whatever, organic or not organic, whatever. But it needs to be with the Mother. This is apple cider vinegar, okay? So that is important to know. And then fruit. I've done blueberries. I've done apples. Today I'm going to do the rest of this lemon and a little bit of the orange and some magic seeds from the pomegranate. And I think that's it. And you cut it up. I do leave the rind on. So I choose organic fruit. If that isn't an option for you, you'll be fine. Being sitting that long, wash it. Just the concern is chemicals on the rind. I like to leave the rind, but that isn't for everybody. Some people like to squeeze the juice in. That isn't for everybody. It really is a recipe that you just feel into, and I love that. So this is the cider I started a couple days ago. It already has this. It's from the onion, but you can see all the peppercorns. You can shake it every day or when you think about it. Sometimes I just totally forget for the 6 weeks that it's sitting. And, any kind of jar, I have tons of jars because I eat a lot of fermented food like pickles and olives and stuff. So you could do a couple batches of different kinds. This is a great gift right now to share. So when it's done, so 3 to 6 weeks, use your best judgment. I usually go at least 4 to 6 weeks, but I usually have some in my fridge, so I'm not like in need of it. Once it's done, you'll want to strain. And some people, I'm focusing on this, but I'll bring it. So some people, maybe I will focus on me. I have no clue. Maybe not. I'm going to just keep it this way. Some people strain and add it to stews. Make sure that you're squeezing all of the juice out of the goodies. So do with it as you will, compost it or use it in a soup or not. So once that's done, you'll want to add raw honey. So a local raw, whatever you have, whatever you can find is fine. And that's the last step. You will add it to the whole, or you can add it. I add it, actually the last batch I made months ago, I totally forgot the honey. And so I just been adding it as I take the shots of it. But I suggest adding it at the end so you have an idea. So you know that you've done it, maybe a 1/4 cup. Add to taste. So I guess it depends on how much fire cider you're actually making. If you're making a really huge batch, gallons, then you'll want a little bit more. So, Rosemary Gladstar says, taking it as you're feeling like you're coming on with a cold. I say I take it when I think about it. I'll be taking it a little bit more now that it's cooling down. My body's shifting a lot. I'm getting some sniffles and sneezes. I have fall allergies. So you can add it to soup. You can add it to sauces. You can add it to orange juice. You can take it like a shot, which I usually do, which is why I'm sensitive to garlic and onion. And so if I take it straight up like that, I feel it. And so you're going to feel it anyway because it's fiery. It's good. So there is suggestion to do like habanero. You could do a Scotch bonnet even if you have those. You can make it really fiery. So yeah, it's a great immune booster. It's just a something that I appreciate having around or being able to make, having the ingredients, which, if I often have these things, not the pomegranate, or the garlic and the onion. I bought these specially when I was at the store. I don't often have garlic or onion in my home. So yeah, so I hope this is helpful for all of you. Have fun making this beautiful medicine. So beautiful, isn't it? Yummy. The potential in it is so great. So wishing you well and lots of love to you, my friends.